Welcome to Chronicles Untold, your gateway to the hidden stories of legends and lore. Today, we embark on an epic journey through the tales of Sun Wukong, the legendary Monkey King. From his humble beginnings as a stone monkey to his ascension as an immortal hero, Sun Wukong's story has captivated generations. But did you know that his legacy extends beyond ancient texts, influencing modern culture, including the creation of Dragon Ball Z's Goku? And let's not forget Black Myth, Wukong, where you get to see the Monkey King do things even he didn't know he could do. Let's dive into the rise of this extraordinary character. Sun Wukong's story begins atop the mystical Flower Fruit Mountain, where the magical stone that absorbed the essence of heaven and earth for eons gave birth to a stone egg. From this egg emerged a unique monkey, born not from flesh, but from the elements themselves. This wasn't your average monkey. He was basically the original earthbender. Destined for greatness, this stone monkey would soon rise to become one of the most legendary figures in Chinese mythology. Sun Wukong was not content with the simple pleasures of life on Flower Fruit Mountain. While the other monkeys were happy monkeying around, Sun Wukong had bigger plans. He was the kind of monkey who didn't just want the banana. He wanted the whole jungle. His desire for more led him to travel across the land, seeking teachers and masters who could help him unlock the secrets of the universe. His journey eventually brought him to Patriarch Subhuti, a Taoist master known for his wisdom and perhaps his patience, because dealing with Sun Wukong wasn't going to be easy. Under Subhuti's guidance, Sun Wukong learned the 72 transformations, a set of magical abilities that allowed him to change into various animals and objects at will. Need to sneak past an enemy? Turn into a fly. Want to avoid a sticky situation? Morph into a fish and swim away. But learning these skills wasn't just about power, it was also about cleverness. Subhuti taught Sun Wukong that brute strength wasn't always the answer. Sometimes, outsmarting your opponent was the best path to victory. And Sun Wukong was a quick learner, maybe too quick. One of the most iconic moments in Sun Wukong's story is when he acquired the Ruyi Jingu Bang, his legendary staff, during a visit to the Dragon King's underwater palace. Why settle for ordinary weapons when you can go on an epic underwater quest? Am I right? Sun Wukong discovered the staff, a massive iron pillar that was originally used to measure the depth of the Milky Way. The staff could change size at will, from a giant pillar to a tiny needle, and it could be carried around behind his ear like a toothpick. This wasn't just a weapon. It was a symbol of his power and independence. Armed with the Ruyi Jingu Bang, Sun Wukong returned to Flower Fruit Mountain, not just stronger, but more confident and ready to take on the world. But Sun Wukong wasn't just after cool weapons. He wanted immortality. After all, what good is being the most powerful monkey in the world if you're still bound by the rules of life and death? His quest for immortality led him to challenge the natural order itself. He didn't just seek out elixirs or magical fruits, he took it a step further. Sun Wukong descended into the underworld and demanded that his name be erased from the Book of Life and Death, effectively granting himself immortality. The way he saw it, if you're not in the book, you're not on the list and death won't seek you. Imagine walking into the underworld's office, grabbing the Book of Life and Death, and casually tearing out the pages with your name on them. That's exactly what Sun Wukong did. He wasn't just defying death, he was rewriting the rules. And, unsurprisingly, this bold move didn't sit well with the celestial beings who oversaw such matters. But Sun Wukong wasn't done yet. His next stop? Heaven itself. When Sun Wukong ascended to heaven, he didn't exactly fit in. The Jade Emperor, who was the ruler of heaven, offered him a minor position in the heavenly court, a kind of celestial bureaucratic job to keep him busy. But Sun Wukong wasn't interested in pushing papers. He wanted recognition. He declared himself the Great Sage Equal to Heaven, a title that wasn't exactly given to him, more like taken. This self-promotion led to a series of battles between Sun Wukong and the armies of heaven. Despite the overwhelming forces arrayed against him, Sun Wukong's mastery of transformation, combat skills, and immortality made him virtually unbeatable. He transformed into giant animals, multiplied himself into an army of monkeys, and wielded the Ruyi Jingu Bang with unmatched skill. The heavenly court was thrown into chaos as the Monkey King wreaked havoc, proving that he was indeed a force to be reckoned with, and that sometimes it's not about the size of the monkey, but the size of the monkey's attitude. Eventually, Sun Wukong's rebellious actions drew the attention of the Buddha himself. Realizing that brute force alone would not subdue the Monkey King, the Buddha devised a clever plan. He challenged Sun Wukong to a contest. If Sun Wukong could escape from the Buddha's palm, he would be free. Confident in his abilities, Sun Wukong accepted. He leaped off the Buddha's hand and soared across the universe, reaching what he believed to be the ends of existence. To mark his victory, he graffitied his name on the furthest pillar he could find. But when Sun Wukong returned, he realized he hadn't left the Buddha's palm at all. The pillar he marked was one of the Buddha's fingers. The realization was a shock. He hadn't outsmarted the Buddha. He'd been outsmarted himself. Before he could react, the Buddha turned his hand and trapped Sun Wukong under the Five Elements mountain, where he would remain imprisoned for 500 years. During this time, Sun Wukong had plenty of time to reflect on his actions. It wasn't just a physical imprisonment, it was a period of spiritual growth and introspection. When the monk Tang Sanzang eventually freed him, Sun Wukong had transformed from a brash rebel into a more mature and introspective figure. He was no longer just the Monkey King who sought power for himself. He was ready to use his abilities to protect others. His journey with Tang Sanzang, chronicled in the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West, became one of redemption and enlightenment. As one of Tang Sanzang's disciples, Sun Wukong's role was to protect the monk from the numerous demons and monsters that were out to stop their pilgrimage. Throughout their journey, Sun Wukong displayed not only his immense strength and cunning, but also his growing sense of loyalty and responsibility. You could say he went from bad monkey to good ape. But the journey wasn't without its challenges. Sun Wukong often clashed with his fellow disciples, particularly the pig demon Zhu Bajie and the river ogre Sha Wujing. These interactions were filled with humor, camaraderie, and sometimes rivalry. Zhu Bajie's laziness and gluttony often clashed with Sun Wukong's determined nature, leading to comedic moments that added depth to their characters. Despite their differences, these disciples formed a bond that helped them overcome countless obstacles. This dynamic showed that even an immortal hero has much to learn about teamwork and humility, and that road trips are never as fun as they sound. Sun Wukong's journey of personal growth and enlightenment finds a modern connection to Goku's story from Dragon Ball Z. Both characters start as naive and carefree, but through their adventures, they grow into wise and powerful protectors of their worlds. Goku's journey to master his Super Saiyan form mimics that of Sun Wukong's quest to perfect his transformations. Both heroes face numerous challenges that test their resolve, pushing them to surpass their limits. This shared theme of constant self-improvement is one of the many reasons why Goku is considered a modern reflection of Sun Wukong. Both characters teach us that the path to greatness is paved with perseverance, growth, and the occasional epic battle. Interestingly, Goku's mentorship under Master Roshi is reminiscent of Sun Wukong's time with the Taoist master Subhuti. Both mentors provide wisdom and guidance that help shape the heroes into the figures they become. Master Roshi's turtle hermit ways may seem laid back, but like Subhuti, he teaches discipline and the importance of mastering oneself before mastering others. It's a timeless trope in storytelling. The wise mentor guiding the young, brash hero into becoming a disciplined warrior. And as we see with both Goku and Sun Wukong, this journey of growth and transformation is never without its challenges. But Sun Wukong's quest wasn't just about physical strength, it was also about outsmarting those who underestimated him. Take, for example, his encounters with the immortals. These beings had mastered the secrets of the universe, and yet Sun Wukong managed to outwit them at their own game. One of the most famous tales involves Sun Wukong tricking several immortals into giving him elixirs of immortality. He didn't just ask politely, no, that would be too easy. Instead, Sun Wukong used his 72 transformations to sneak into their palaces, disguising himself as various figures. Whether he turned into a humble servant or posed as a fellow immortal, Sun Wukong always found a way to manipulate the situation to his advantage. His cleverness allowed him to collect multiple sources of eternal life, effectively making him nearly invincible. Imagine having an infinite supply of continues in a video game. Sun Wukong was practically unkillable, and he knew it. Sun Wukong's influence didn't stop at mythology. It extended into the world of martial arts as well. His fighting style, characterized by agility, unpredictability, and the use of a staff, has inspired many forms of Eastern martial arts. In fact, the concept of monkey-style kung fu is directly derived from Sun Wukong's legendary combat techniques. This style emphasizes quick, nimble movements and clever tactics, much like Sun Wukong's own approach to battle. The depiction of these moves in modern media, including video games like Black Myth Wukong, showcases how his combat prowess continues to inspire new generations. Sun Wukong's influence is also evident in modern martial arts films. Characters in these films often emulate his fighting spirit, blending strength with cunning. Whether it's through the use of a staff or the execution of quick acrobatic movements, Sun Wukong's legacy lives on in the choreography of these films. His persona as a warrior who combines power with intelligence has become a template for many iconic action heroes in cinema. This evolution from myth to martial arts icon demonstrates how deeply ingrained Sun Wukong's character is in Eastern storytelling. It's safe to say that if Sun Wukong opened a dojo, it would be packed. In recent years, Sun Wukong's story has been brought to life once again in the highly anticipated video game Black Myth Wukong. This game takes players on a journey through a richly detailed world inspired by Chinese mythology, where they can experience Sun Wukong's epic battles and transformations firsthand. The game's stunning visuals and immersive gameplay capture the essence of Sun Wukong's legend, making it a must-play for fans of both mythology and action-packed games. Think of it as your chance to be the Monkey King, without the hole trapped under a mountain for 500 years apart. Black Myth Wukong not only stays true to the original myths, but also expands on them, exploring new facets of Sun Wukong's character and the world he inhabits. The game's portrayal of Sun Wukong as a complex, multifaceted hero reflects the rich narrative tradition that has surrounded him for centuries. As players journey through the game, they will discover that Sun Wukong is not just a warrior, but also a trickster, a sage, and a protector of the innocent. Basically, he's the whole package, minus the delivery fees. Sun Wukong's journey from a mischievous stone monkey to an immortal hero is one of the most compelling stories in mythology. His tale is one of defiance, redemption, and ultimate triumph, an epic saga that continues to captivate audiences around the world. Whether through ancient texts, modern video games, or beloved anime characters, the legacy of Sun Wukong endures, inspiring generations with his unbreakable spirit. He's proof that you can be cheeky and still change the world. Sun Wukong's influence can be seen in countless works of art, literature, and media. From traditional Chinese paintings to modern cinema, his story has been retold and reimagined in many forms. Each new interpretation adds to the richness of his legend, ensuring that the Monkey King will continue to be a source of inspiration for years to come. Because some legends never grow old, they just get better with age. If you enjoyed exploring the legacy of Sun Wukong and the themes that connect him to contemporary heroes, please feel free to subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. Don't forget to like and share this video with fellow fans of mythology and pop culture. Join us as we continue to delve into fascinating stories and characters that shape our understanding of heroism and inspire us all. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next adventure.